All right, welcome back here to the Hill on NewsNation. There are developments tonight from Washington to Jerusalem. Israel agreeing to 4-hour daily humanitarian pauses in northern Gaza. The move will allow aid to get through and help civilians flee from the fighting. Let's head now to Tel Aviv, where NewsNation's Robert Sherman is live for us on the ground once again. Robert, good evening to you. We heard from President Biden today about this. What did he have to say?
Yeah, the president said he's been in extensive talks with the Israelis over the last couple of days to try and get something like this to happen. But when he was asked about it by reporters today, he acknowledged it took a little while to get here. Listen for yourself.
Did you ask him to pause for 3 days to get the hostages out? So that
yes. I've asked for even a longer pause for some of them.
Are you frustrated with Prime Minister Netanyahu that he has not listened more to some of the things you have asked him to do?
It's taking a little longer than I hoped.
You heard that there. It's taken a little longer than I had hoped, but we are seeing humanitarian corridors opening up with these pauses. They've been taking place the last couple of days. A big difference is the second humanitarian corridor is going to be opened up along the coastline. So far, we've already seen tens of thousands of people leave northern Gaza and head south. In total, Blake, the UN says about 70% of Gaza's population has been displaced. Blake?
Well, Robert Sherman live for us once again in Tel Aviv this evening. Robert, thank you. Johanna, why is the president going after Benjamin Netanyahu like that?
Well, I think Bibi Netanyahu hasn't had a terrific relationship with a lot of Democratic presidents because he hasn't always been democratically aligned. Even in his own country, he had pushback. But I actually thought he was very sharp on these comments. He even went further. He was asked about whether he would support UAW's efforts to unionize Tesla and Toyota. He was answering questions in a way that we don't see a lot, and I thought it was very good. Now, what we're not talking about tonight, and we should, is I hope that magic Mike Johnson over there has a real plan, like a rabbit he's pulling out of this hat, because he needs to get some funding. We've already stopped our funding to Ukraine. We needed the Israel funding. He's got this tied to IRS funding. I don't know how this works. He needs to get this done, or Democrats are going to hang this on Republicans.
You stopped funding Ukraine?
Well, you paused the funding in what you passed when you passed the continuing resolution. You did not include Ukraine funding. With the McCarthy,
because there's
McCarthy magic.
The clean extension didn't include
Ukraine
additional funds.
Exactly.
Additional funding.
No way
Exactly.
they've spent all the money.
The Pentagon's still helping them out with stuff.
They've been saying they're going to run out of bullets. They are asking for our support.
It's going to take us multiple years to be able to replenish the millions of bullets that we've already sent.
Biden has asked for a massive package. It's sitting on the Republicans' desk, and so far nothing.
But that's different than saying we've cut off funding. We are funding them today. As we sit here today, we are sending stuff to Ukraine, and there's money that
additional funding.
Well, thank you for watching, and make sure you go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.